Eu fui ela.
Вон такие горы. Мох совсем. Я and goes down.
Brings you out as well.
Yeah.
But that's
So that was their love nest. And
oh, I like the ceiling. Looks like wood.
The ceiling is of Islamic influence and reveals a taste for the Moorish artistic.
And they got to have the come here.
like no income.